Why did I buy a 1986 Jeep Grand Wagoneer when I was 22 years old? Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. In today's video, we'll be talking about why I bought the Jeep, what is wrong with my head, why on earth would I want to buy this thing. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to Wagoneer Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up, and without further ado, let's get into it. So we're going to start things off with coming straight out of the womb. When I was born, I had always had a love for cars.
Are you home?
Yeah.
Are you having a good day today?
Yeah.
Are you? Is that your car?
Yeah.
Really?
It's my car.
You like that car? Really? Okay, bud. See you later. Bye.
I didn't grow up around any cool or fancy or fast or expensive cars. With my dad being in the automotive industry since I was born, I guess it was kind of bound to happen that I would take a liking to cars. So growing up, my dad worked for General Motors and a few other suppliers in the Metro Detroit area. And when I got into high school, my dad started working for Chrysler. And that kind of caught my attention because at the time, when I was in high school, that was from, 2012 to 2016. So when I was in high school, Chrysler was pushing out the refreshed Dodge Charger, the Chrysler 300, and the Dodge Challenger. They didn't have the Hellcats quite yet until 2015. But at that time, I really liked the design and the performance and what the Dodge brand was becoming. Under the Jeep umbrella, they had the Grand Cherokee and the Wrangler, which were kind of cool. And with my dad working at Chrysler, every once in a while, he would tell me about some upcoming projects, like new cars that were coming out within the next 5 to 10 years. And a car that he had gotten the opportunity to work on were the new Wagoneers. And at the time when I was in high school, Chrysler was teasing the idea of bringing a full-size SUV to their lineup and bringing back an iconic Jeep nameplate, which was in fact the Wagoneer and Grand Wagoneer. And that really sparked my curiosity because at the time, Jeep did not have a full-size body-on-frame SUV, which was what these old Wagoneers were. They didn't have any, unlike General Motors and Ford with the Suburban, Tahoe, Yukon, Escalade, and then Ford with the Expedition and the Navigator. So Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, none of their brands, they didn't have any full-size SUV competitors that would compete with the competition. So that kind of sparked my curiosity. I thought, that would be kind of cool if Chrysler had chosen one of their brands to have a full-size body-on-frame SUV to compete with General Motors and Ford. So that got me thinking, I wonder what that would look like. That would sound pretty cool. Full-size body-on-frame SUV with a V8? Yes, please. So at the beginning of my senior year in high school, hopped on Instagram and I created an account to celebrate the new birth of the Jeep Grand Wagoneer, and I called it the Grand Waggy. I still own that account to this day. I have about 26,000 followers at this time, and what I use that account for is to share the love of the classic Wagoneers around the world. So if you have a full-size Jeep or a Wagoneer, follow the Instagram account and send me a picture of your Wagoneer for a feature. But at the time, back in 2015, when I originally created that account, it was more focused to post rumors and renderings and spy shots and all that stuff. And I started to get a couple submissions, one after another, for the classic Wagoneers. And I was like, these things are kind of cool. I like these. The wood grain, it's very unique. It's very Americana. It's very cool. So I just started posting one after another, and slowly but surely the account took off. And here I am today with 26,000 followers on that account. So I kept posting and posting over the years from 2015 to now. But from 2015, we're going to jump to 2020 after the pandemic quarantine, when the states in the U.S. started to open back up, which was in May-ish, I believe. I was thinking to myself, man, I really want to take that page and create a YouTube channel for it and have its own Wagoneer project. So I started looking around, and come August of 2020, I found a 1977 Jeep J10 pickup truck with a 258 inline 6 and it was even a manual, so I just thought it was meant to be. How I ended up finding that was I was at work, I was driving around, and I saw this Jeep sitting on the side of the road. I got out, took some pictures, called up the guys, scheduled a time, and a couple days later, I went out there. I took my friend Max. We went for a nice test drive for 20 minutes or so. Went down the road and back in this small rural town outside of the Metro Detroit area, and I really liked it. However, I thought maybe he was hiding a couple things, and I wasn't sure what I was really gonna find because the Jeep was in just such bad shape. But if I'm being honest, this Wagoneer is probably in worse shape.
Yep, just like that. Hey, my boy! That's a good little. Oh, this is a cool church.
So, I'm embarrassed to say I did lowball the guy. I don't know how much exactly, but I believe he wanted $4,500 and I probably offered him 38 maybe, something around there. He declined the offer and I ended up passing on it. So it wasn't meant to be. But it was a really cool truck. I liked the blue and the stick shift, of course, and I really liked the red tailgate with the white lettering. If I would have gotten that Jeep, I probably would have kept it that color and wouldn't have done any body work to it because I really liked it. Red, white, and blue. It's Americana right there. So anyways, I ended up passing on it, and then about 2 weeks later, probably, I was on Facebook Marketplace and I saw an ad in the Grand Rapids area for a 1986 Jeep Grand Wagoneer, which was this baby right here. So I ended up messaging the guy and I told him that I would want to come out and look at it. And over on Messenger, the owner was telling me that he was going to take the ad listing down because he had too many tire kickers and he had quite a few people out to his house to look at the Jeep and was not having any luck. And people were coming out to test drive it and unplugging wires and just a total nightmare. So I understood where he was coming from, but I was telling him I have this Instagram account. It's called the Grand Waggy. You can look me up. I celebrate the return of the new Wagoneers and I post the classic Wagoneers all around the world. I'm very serious about getting me a classic Wagoneer. I would really appreciate your time if you would allow me to come out and look at it. Said something along those lines. Thankfully, he ended up really liking what I had to say, and I was able to come out within a day or so of sending that message. So I drove out there from the Metro Detroit area to the Grand Rapids area. It was about a 2-hour drive, and I had my friend Rio, who was living in Grand Rapids at the time, come with me, check it out, test drive it. Got to drive it for about an hour, which was really cool. The owner's name, sorry guys, the camera died. But anyways, Tim, if you're ever watching this, thanks a lot for the Grand Wagoneer. I'm loving it still, and I'm hoping to get this thing back out on the road here soon. And just thanks for being such a cool guy. Anyways, I got this thing for under $4,000. I paid $3,800 for it. It's got 110,000 miles on it now. I put 2,000 miles on it, I think, or maybe 1,000. Got it with 108 or 107. So after I bought the Jeep, I put down a deposit for 100 or maybe 200 bucks. And from there, I came back 2 days later to come and pick it up. And as I was handing the guy the money, I was thinking to myself, oh my gosh, where am I gonna put this? I need insurance for it. I need a plate for it. I need to get it registered, all this stuff. I was like, crap. My goal was to hide this Jeep from my parents. Living at home with the parents, they were gonna freak. So I had to do everything to avoid that. So my plan was to keep it at my friend Rio's apartment until further notice and maybe get a storage unit and stuff this thing in there and have it near the Grand Rapids area so then my buddy Rio can drive it around and just keep it alive and all that good stuff. So I ended up hiding it from my parents for maybe a month and a half, broke the news to them, and then eventually I was able to take it back here to the Metro Detroit area. And I had my friend Dean drive out to Grand Rapids area in my Mustang, and we were able to bring this puppy back, and I had my friend drive my car back. So just it all worked out, and I couldn't be happier, honestly. I'm a little over my head, and I do get stressed from time to time about how big of a project this is, because I did in fact choose the worst vehicle I could ever choose for a first time classic car owner. And boy, did did I pick a good one? Did I pick a good one? I mean, just look at that. Look at that. It is nasty. But anyways, at the time in 2020, I had just started my career out doing body work. And I thought it would be a great idea to take on such a project because I was thinking to myself, man, I'm learning body work. I'm going to know how to fix this up. It's going to be awesome. What could possibly go wrong? Boy, was I wrong. Was I wrong. I hope you've enjoyed this video so far. If you have, please give it a thumbs up. I think I'm going to wrap the story up right here. I absolutely love the 86 Grand Wagoneer, and if you do too, make sure you subscribe for Wagoneer Wednesdays at 7 p.m. If you have a full-size Jeep or a Wagoneer or any sort of really cool classic car, or any car for that matter, I'm trying to connect with more of you guys, so please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you have and how it came to be in your driveway. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day to watch this video, and hopefully I'll catch you in the next one. Take care and have a great day.